Morning. Thought I would orient people onto the Havoc Playmats. The special playmats and the regular playmats. So we have two of the special playmats, Barbarian and the Knight. Playmats are not necessary. They are nice though. They're like 24 inches by 18 inches, something like that. The full set, so the big box, comes with two cardboard playmats that are actually double-sided. One with female knight, female barbarian, male knight, male barbarian. The orientation is the same, though. One thing I thought people might be interested in seeing is a very early prototype. So this was a pretty early prototype from 2020, I think. Putting aside the better graphics with the final playmat, we also revised, based on playtesting, we revised the card placement, what goes on with it. So I'm going to show you how to do the card placement. I'm going to use the bigger playmat rather than the cardboard one, just so you can see how it's used. So what you got is a spot for the combatant cards, spot for the armor cards, weapon cards, any conditions that you get hit with, a spot for your deck, your 25 card deck of combat action cards, a spot for your hand, the current hand you're playing, current action you're playing, discard pile. And then over here we have a nice little scale so you can track, your body and fatigue. And that is done with 0 to 9, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There are some monsters that go up beyond 50, like the Greater Drake. But most human types are 10 and on down. I think a troll is around 20, I forget, 20 body. So I'm going to show the orientation using one of the dual decks. This is the Romans dual deck. So the body and fatigue tokens and playmats do not come with dual decks. You can't squeeze anything that big into a tuck box that is designed to fit 108 cards. So we'll go with Roman Centurions, who I'll just set up. So we put his foe card over there. The Roman Centurion is a warrior, so we put that's a combatant card. He is prowess 4. Prowess 4. Tuck that one over there. And he has wait for opening ability. I will just park on that for half a second. So wait for opening ability, we have I think 36 different abilities in Havoc right now. We're working on more. And you can obviously make up your own abilities. So wait for opening is a once per fight ability. Some abilities are once per round. Some abilities are always on. And so what the conditions for this are is that your opponent attacked and missed. You play wait for opening. You can't play it on the first impulse of any combat round. Remember, there's 6 impulses in the combat round, so you can play it on any of the other 5. And then +2 to hit on your next attack. So you could have paused, your opponent attacked and missed. You could have attacked, and your opponent attacked and missed. You could have defended, your opponent attacked and missed. You play wait for opening, you get to use it only once for fight, because it's pretty powerful. And then you get to +2 on your next attack. So the Roman Centurion gets that. He's pretty tough. All right, so let's see. He has a short sword. He uses scale mail and a Corinthian helm. He has greaves and a tower shield. So his deck of 25 card action, 25 action cards. It's either the short sword or the javelin one-handed. I set it up with the short sword, but you know, he can start with the javelin one-handed. So he has 5 slashes. Has 1, let's see, it's 4 thrusts. 2. Then he has 1 artful thrust. The reason he gets an artful thrust is because at prowess 4, your bonus combat action cards are advanced. Artful thrust is advanced. He also gets a, well, we'll go for that with the defenses in a second. Then he has 5 shield parries. And then he has an angled shield parry. An angled shield parry, compared to just the regular shield parry, gives you some extra bonuses. And one thing that's very nice about it is that if you're just using a regular shield parry and the attacker's to hit roll has a roll red 10, your shield is broken. If you are, if you're trying to shield parry. If you are shield parrying with an angled shield parry and you get the same result, instead of your shield being broken, you have to pause. So it's a better red die result for the defender. And then 9 pauses. 8, 9. So why 9 pauses? Because what you do is you add up your attacks and your defenses, and then the difference between attacks and defenses to get to 25, here it's 9. So that's why it is 9 pauses. So you would shuffle the deck. I'm not going to shuffle it, just going to put it here. Let's say he has let's just say this is his hand. He has a 2, 4, he has a 7 card hand. This was randomly drawn, as you saw after I shuffled it. So he has a 7 card hand. So you have a hand, you don't stick it face up, you keep it there. And then, you know, you're gonna play, let's say you've gone, you know, you decide, well, okay, I'm gonna, do, well, I don't have a tactic card handy. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So your first impulse for the combat round, you play a tactic card. That's one of these. And we'll say he tries to close and shield parry against the Gallic spearman. The Gallic spearman has a longer weapon, so the Centurion is going to want to close and get inside his weapon length, shift the initiative state to shortest weapon. So then you discard, and you play another one, you discard. If you get hit with a condition, so we'll just say that our Centurion has been bashed, and we'll say it's a big bash, so we'll say, it's this one because against the spear, it's bash 15. You keep the condition there. If there's a wound, keep the condition there. So that's basically the playmat use in a nutshell. What I like about the special playmats, you have a lot more space. The cardboard playmats are very helpful, but you see you've got a little bit of a condensed space that's involved with it. It's particularly helpful to learn the game. I will say though that you don't need it. I often, if I'm going to meet a friend of mine at a place, not dragging the playmats, bring a dual deck with me, and you can set up real quick, and then once you start playing it, you know the rules, it all moves quickly. So that is it in a nutshell, the playmat use, and there you go. thanks again for supporting us. Really, really appreciate it. Can't stress enough how excited we are to get Havoc out in your hands. Really coming into the final stretch, and really looking forward to getting you the game. Thank you.